Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The games count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Minnesota Twins.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Walter Johnson gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on jack of all trades, master of maybe all of them now, and that's Marwin Gonzalez. This guy brings about 7-8 gloves on the road with him, can play first, can play third, multiple positions all over the diamond, and still goes to the plate with big-time power.
Into the box is the veteran left-handed hitting Kenny Lofton as we're just about set for baseball. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And Lofton can't quite beat it out as he's retired at first on the bunt attempt.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Omar Vizquel.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up one of the all-time shortstops, Omar Vizquel. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 48.
Now to the plate, Travis Hafner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike one.
0-1.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And right into the shift. Killebrew fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the Tribe nothing. Twins coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
In is Torrey Hunter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins, the center fielder, number 48.
Here comes the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Hunter stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
Another 0-2 coming. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses, 1-1. The 1-1. That's popped up. Hafner in foul ground, and no one will track it down. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded down the third baseline. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
At the end of the day, it's all about result.
Batting
He didn't
third,
do one thing
the
right
second
from an
baseman,
offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a
Guru.
knock.
Standing in now, Rod Carew, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. The 1-0. Runners off for second, and it's fouled away. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2. Misses, ball two. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball four.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Harmon.
Coming to the plate now, Harmon Killebrew. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. Killebrew doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. Gonzalez over at second. Carew is over at first with one away. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Well hit to right, but foul. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The next twin up, Mitch Garver. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. Still no score. Now at the plate, Larry Doby. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
14, Larry Doby.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike two.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Curveball, strike three called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on two strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ball and no strikes, the count to Jose Ramirez. 2-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Three and 0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Nelson Cruz now.
Leading off for the Twins, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here comes the first pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Here's Lee now on 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Cruz on at first, nobody out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In now, Eddie Rosario. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
That's popped up. Ramirez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Jonathan Schoop.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next. Lee comes set. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Nope, 2-0 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Line towards center field. Doby is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Minnesota. We'll move to the third with no score. In now is Yasiel Puig. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Roberto Perez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Towards second, Peru is there. Gonzalez for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
The center fielder, number 48.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Marwin Gonzalez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he fouls this one off.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Out into right center. Well hit. He threw first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers a knock. That was fun to watch.
Into the box now, Rod Carew, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Lee ready with the 0-1. Softly hit out to short, and that'll be the second out.
The first baseman, number 3, Armen Killebrew.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Harmon Killebrew. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Hit high and deep to right center. Doby over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in, Kenny Lofton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Oh, that changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kenny Lofton.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2 is laid off up for ball number 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box, Omar Vizquel. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or 2 in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike 1.
Trying to make something happen there with a drag bunt. Couldn't get it down, but I like that he waited a pitch to give it a try. Sometimes that will back the defense up a bit if they're anticipating it on the first pitch of an AB.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. Travis Hafner waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Sent toward first. Oh, behind the back. And that's the second out.
Now batting, number 48.
Now in the box, Travis Hafner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Rosario will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Indians there. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Mitch Garver comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
First pitch on its way from Lee. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat.
Right,
that's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Nelson Cruz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Two and two.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Larry Gilby.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I always felt, though, too, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. One man out now in the Cleveland 5th. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Down the first baseline. There is Killebrew. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here it comes. 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Indians go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Twins.
Settling in now, Eddie Rosario. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Too high. And it's 3-0.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 3-1 homeward now from Lee. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Lee looks in as he readies pitch number 73 here in the ballgame. 1-0 pitch on the way. And that'll miss up an in ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Rosario gets his lead at first, nobody out. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
In now, Torrey Hunter. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Ready with the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at-bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
First and second here with nobody out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Pops this one up. Kipnis onto the grass. He's there and records the first out. So with a couple of men on and one out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. At the plate, Rod Carew. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
0-1 the count. First and second now, one man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The first baseman, number 3, Harman Killebrew.
So 2 on with 2 away, and here is the killer, Harman Killebrew. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, a ball and no strikes. The set and the 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. In now for Cleveland, Yasiel Puig. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he rips it on the ground to second. Taken in by Carew. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Digging in, Roberto Perez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. It remains 1-0. Ready now, Mitch Garver. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So striding in, Nelson Cruz. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. The 0-1 swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we've seen the end this afternoon of Cliff Lee. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Nick Whitgren takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 62, Nick Whitgren. Now batting.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Lofton racing back. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. First home run of the campaign for him as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. Line drive to center field. Doby patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Schoop. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. 3 runs already home here. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, number 48.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Torrey Hunter. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. He's set and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Schoop, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 just hung in there on that one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Marwin Gonzalez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. It's the Twins 4 and the Indians nothing. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Leading off the inning, Kenny Lofton, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Omar Vizquel.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Omar Vizquel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
A bouncer to the left side, right to Gonzalez. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, number 48.
Striding in for the Indians, Travis Hafner hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Two and one to the Indians' first baseman. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. picked him last time up.
Second baseman, Rod Carew.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. 0-2 to Rod Carew. The 0-2 delivery. This is line to left. Coming on is Lofton, but this gets down for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2,
3.
2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Here's the 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Doby facing back. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. On the ground to the right side and through, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, D-Row, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Carlos Carrasco is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 59, Carlos Carrasco.
Nelson Cruz will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Miguel Sano, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he has 7 hits in 27 at-bats. A 1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's 1-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
In now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Garver at second, Cruz at first, 1 gone. Hit softly down the line at first. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, the designated hitter,
Next will be the designated hitter, Jonathan Scope. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Three and 0 now.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt you'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
.30 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Into the box now, Torrey Hunter, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 hit high and deep to right center. Calling for it, Doby. And that retires the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 6 and the Indians nothing. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Larry Doby. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1 pitch. It is a fastball and off the plate for a ball. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Skied into straightaway right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And it's fouled away. Lindor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard back up the middle. Carew is there from a knee. He gets him. What a play.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Into the box, Yasiel Puig, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 1-0 is high and outside for a ball.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
2-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
All even now, 2-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Fouled off. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. So digging in now, Marwin Gonzalez. And he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Rod Carew, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. And this one's on the inside corner. 1-1. Soft liner to the left side. And a throw on to Hafner's in time for the out.
The first baseman, number 3, Armin Killebrew.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Armin Killebrew came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
In now, Mitch Garver. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Doby going back, still going back. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So it's a two-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
D-Roll, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Cruz.
Stepping in now, Nelson Cruz. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 3-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. Throw goes to the first baseman Hafner for the putout, and that will end the inning. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. It's the Twins 8 and the Indians nothing. Now batting, Jason Kipnis, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is off the plate, up and away.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. First pitch of the at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Kipnis aboard here at first with nobody out. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike one.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
And the 2-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Nobody out, runner on first. Count remains 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulls the string on that one strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
To Carew at second. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
8-0 the final today. The Twins used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Walter Johnson earns his first win of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon, 38,649. The Twins thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.